Iran has expressed doubt about the efficiency of the so-called international coalition built by the U.S. to defeat the ISIL. Iran's foreign ministry spokeswoman Marzia Afgham said that some member states of the U.S.-led coalition are among the main financial and military supporters of insurgents in Iraq and Syria. She noted that the double standards of these countries in dealing with extremism have contributed to the growing terrorism in different parts of the world. Afgham also rejects as baseless any report that Iran and the U.S. are in talks on fighting the Takfiri militants. She emphasized that the two sides' talks in Geneva are limited to Tehran's nuclear program. Altaf Ahmad joins us now from Erbil with more.
As you said there, as soon as Mr. John Kerry, the U.S. Secretary of State, arrived in Baghdad yesterday, we started hearing voices saying we do not want help from those who occupied our land. But we would like to have help from regional allies whom we share a common security interest with. And of those voices was Sayyid Muqtada al-Sadr, who's an influential Shia cleric here in Iraq, and also from the Supreme Islamic Council of Iraq, Sayyid Ammar al-Hakim as well, who was calling for regional allies to step in. You see, Bardia, a lot of people here feel that Western governments have really contributed to the rise of extremist groups and the regions, also with the help of their oil-soaked regional allies. I mean, you have groups such as the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, Al-Nusra Front, ISIL, and even Boko Haram. And a lot of people are saying, let's not forget here, it was John McCain who was sharing a Kodak moment with the Al-Nusra Front fighters who were identified in Lebanon as the kidnappers of the Shiite pilgrims. And it is under the nose of NATO that weapons shipments were, such as the Lusala 2 vessel, for example, was going from under the nose of NATO to reach the so-called freedom fighters, who turned out to be extremist fighters in the end in Syria. So basically, you have a lot of doubt that a lot of people are saying that it is very unlikely that ISIL overtook one-third of Iraq overnight and the U.S. was left off guard here. A lot of people are saying this is the same old geostrategic Bush-Cheney map to Bush-Cheney plan to redraw the Middle East map, dismantling Iraq into several regions. And this plan starts out as follows. It starts out with destabilizing the region, drowning it with sectarian conflicts, and drawing governments into uncontainable quagmires, also staging atrocities to have the support of the American taxpayers.
Right.
And then the U.S. steps in as a player who will restore calm through military intervention and humanitarian aid. A lot of people are saying if the U.S. is really sincere about building up a coalition to fight back ISIL, the logical thing to do would be sitting down with regional heavyweights who have expressed enmity towards ISIL and who have backed the Iraqi and Kurdish forces since day one in fighting back ISIL, namely Iran and Syria, who also share thousands of kilometers of borders with Iraq.
Sure. Thank you very much. Press TV's Altaf Ahmad joining us on the line from Erbil.